Timor-Leste's Prime Minister Sanana Gusmão was in Portugal this week to hold talks with the presidents of Portugal, António José Seguro. Both leaders discussed a military coup in fellow Portuguese-speaking country, Guinea-Bissau, and agreed to strengthen bilateral cooperation in the justice, education, and economic sectors.
Prime Minister Sanana Gusmão and his delegation were warmly greeted at the National Palace of Belém, Lisbon, by the new president. Prime Minister Gusmão congratulated Portugal on its election as a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council.
I request Portugal to use its position to defend peace, stability, and development because lately the big countries often just do whatever they want and do not abide by the international laws.
During the meeting, Mr. Gusmão recalled Timor-Leste's support of Guinea-Bissau's election back in 2014. Back then, the young nation donated $6 million and sent a delegation to help with the electoral administration, while in 2023, it provided another $1 million for the democratic process in the country.
We discussed the problem in Guinea-Bissau to see how we can encourage leaders of Guinea-Bissau to improve the condition there.
However, last year, the fellow CPLP member states' relationship strained when another round of a successful military coup happened as the nation waited for the presidential election result. In the afternoon, Prime Minister Gusmão visited the Community of Portuguese Language Countries CPLP headquarters and held a meeting with the representatives of CPLP members of the state. Throughout a high-level meeting, participants discussed key issues including member state mobility, deeper economic regional integration, sectoral cooperation, and stronger maritime collaboration.
Today, we also had the opportunity to reflect on the importance of multilateralism dialogue and cooperation for the development of our peoples amid global uncertainty and instability.
The 9 CPLP member countries, with a combined population of more than 284 million people, work together to promote human dignity, peace, justice, and the environment. This year, the bloc celebrates its 30th anniversary, and as acting chair of the Portuguese-speaking countries, Timor-Leste will host the CPLP Council of Ministers meeting in Dili in August. The next day, Prime Minister Gusmão and Minister of Justice held a meeting with the President of the Portuguese Supreme Court of Justice and the Deputy Attorney General to strengthen cooperation on judicial capacity building.
They understand the need for us to have their prosecutors over in Timor to help us because of the language barrier.
One big challenge that we have is language. Our ability to understand and interpret the law in real cases to provide satisfaction for our citizens. Therefore, we seek opportunities to work with them so that they can provide experts to assist Timor to strengthen our justice system.
In 2014, the government issued a resolution to terminate all international judicial officers' contracts, including 6 judges from Portugal. However, both parties agreed to strengthen communication and institutional cooperation, especially in the area of capacity building.
President of the Supreme Court is such a good leader. He understood our condition and pledged to provide assistance to improve our justice system to ensure peace, stability, and progress.
The Timorese Minister of Education, Dulce de Jesus Suarez, held talks with the Portuguese Minister of Education, Science and Innovation to discuss the continuation of the Learning and School Training Center known as CAFE project. There are 14 CAFE schools operating across all municipalities under Timor-Leste and Portugal cooperation.
We are grateful because the Portuguese government is deploying 136 teachers who are currently teaching at the schools in Timor. And this cooperation has been going on for 10 years. We requested them to provide 150 teachers for this year.
The Timorese government is working closely with the Portuguese government to integrate the CAFE school project into the national education system. During the 10-day visit, the Prime Minister's delegation also toured the Mario Suarez Foundation and Casa de Moeda to learn about security modernization and official document digitization. Paulina Quintown, RTTL World News.